Good morning, my friends. We're almost at the end of the trail. The mountain biking trail starts over here. It's a flow track, and it starts over here, and we've already made it all the way this way. It's a mile-long trail, and it goes around the whole entire park. We're creating the last parts of the trail right now. But let's get the day started, or let's go on and start today. And I hope y'all are gonna join along with me with some stretches. We're gonna wake up and have a proper, wonderful day. We're gonna chug some water. We're gonna be healthy, you know what I'm saying? Here we go, let's go on and start. This is stuff that I do every single morning just to get my body woken up, my muscles activated. Woo! All right, my friends, let's get this day started. So in my last video of trail building, I had to dig these trenches right here that are beside these rollers and jumps. I created this roller right here, and I created that roller right there. So them are my two features on this whole course and everything that I personally created. And now we made it across the road and into the final sections of everything. He's basically finished the meeting point up here at the end, and we just got to do a little bit of trimming up here and there, and then we're gonna ride the course, I think, on Thursday. And today's episode, though, we're gonna be doing some armor plating, some rock work and things like that. We might get on the machine a little bit. I'm not quite sure what Clay has in store for me, but I know that I'm gonna get the loppers and I'm gonna trim up some of these like bushes and such that's hanging down or over the trail and clean up the trail a little bit more. It'll be opening hopefully next week, and mountain bikers and such will be able to come down here and everything and enjoy this beautiful experience. This is a green trail for mountain bikers, so anybody that's new to the mountain biking world can come down here and experience it and learn for themselves. It seems like there's some mountain bike tracks already on the trail, so somebody's already been enjoying it a little bit, and that's awesome to see. That's what we want to make these trails for, is to get more people outside and get more people in nature recreation, you know? It's a wonderful mental reset. Like I said, we're gonna get the day started. I just wanted to show y'all what we had done in the last episode. Clay had went back through and compacted everything and made it all nice and neat. These right here are called loppers. Honestly, I never knew the name of them until I started working at this company. And now that I know the name, it's a weird name. I just call them big scissors or cutters. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've always called them my whole life. But now I know they're called loppers. And what we do with these, as you just seen, is groom the trail, clean it up, make it nice and pretty so people ain't whacking their heads or puncturing their tires or falling on a stick that's sticking up out of the ground. We call them pokies. You don't want to get pokied by the pokey. Do you know what I'm saying? That don't feel good, more than likely. See, like these right here, if they're sticking in the ground and this is like lodged and these are facing straight up like this, somebody falls on that, that's gonna go through them. Like, that's gonna hurt, especially if it's a root that's already attached. So we take that, throw that out of the way, take this root out of the way. You know, just clean it up. Make sure nobody's gonna get hurt. Give people the best possible experience that you want them to have, that you would even wanna have. You know what I'm saying? It's like, respect your neighbor type thing, but taking care of the trail, making sure it's beautiful so more people want to get out here and actually attempt it or try it, instead of thinking, wow, that's too dangerous, I don't want to try it. Like how this is hanging up and over the trail like this. So we're going to take out this whole entire piece right here because it's attached to a lot of vines. So we're going to clean up the vines and everything off of it and just take this whole tree down. What we do whenever we take down a tree is that you want to take it all the way down as close to the root system as possible, as close to the ground as possible. And what that's going to prevent is them pokies. If you clip it up too high, that's going to leave a pokey in the ground, and you just don't want that because people are not going to enjoy getting poked by the pokies. Oh, yeah. Now, another thing that you want to focus on is any like limbs that are coming down at least 8-foot clearance. It needs 8-foot to 12-foot clearance because of people standing up on their mountain bikes, people that are generally taller. They don't want to get whacked in the head by limbs or vines. Remember that. Do you want to get whacked in the head by limbs or vines? Do you want to get poked by the pokies? No, nobody wants to get poked by pokies or getting whacked in the head. So you want to clean it up and make it look extra nice and extra clean. Oh yeah, look at this. I'm freaking LeBron James. right, well, we're skipping the rock armoring at the moment, and we got to focus on fixing the rest of this trail. We're doing lift and tilt trail. I've showed more on that in past videos, but it's basically we're digging a trench beside the trail, adding a layer of good dirt or soil onto the trail that's been flattened, and then it's creating like a lift on it, and then we run over it with the compactor and grade it and everything, so then it creates the little slant, the grade, so then it does better rain runoff and such like that, so then the trail doesn't get swamped. So right now, yeah, I'm just digging. I've hit like a burn pit or something that's happened in the past like 100 years. And I say 100 years because I don't know when it actually happened. It might have happened before 100 years. We got a bunch of like black soot dirt, and it's really cool. A really cool feature how the trail just changes to black all of a sudden. My memory card's full, so now I'm using the internal memory. Now I'm digging over here on the other side of the tree, and I filled in that borrow pit right there. But we're gonna build a jump that kind of like launches off of the tree a little bit, so then people can get that little like pizzazz, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna add a little bit to right there, and then add a little bit of lift and tilt to the trail right here, and then we'll be done with this section. Move on to another area.
So, dude, this is looking really cool. I think just adding a little bit over here is going to give you an absolute separate line from this ride around. You already got this nice hole back here, but it's not. I'm surprised you got that much dirt out of that small hole.
Oh yeah.
Usually it's different, you know.
I did all of that right there with just a tiny hole right there.
That's
So
incredible.
I've started. You told me to do smaller holes, so I'm gonna start doing smaller holes.
The more narrow, the easier it is to feather.
Smaller holes are better, man.
Smaller and deeper is all. Yeah.
Smaller and deeper.
I think the height is perfect. I can when I pack that down, it's gonna be the right height.
Okay.
I would just add more in here just so that I can kind of feather this out and pack it.
Yeah.
Once you're done with that, I would scoot back around because now I'm seeing an opportunity for a land ramp. We judge our jumps by what speed we have, right?
Okay.
So there is a road there. There's going to be signs that says slow down before the road.
Yeah.
But you can tell that there's gravity into this from the top of that other mountain across the road.
Okay, yeah, and then you're gonna be able to come down and hit this with more speed.
Yep. So when mountain bikers ride every once in a while, if there's an opportunity where there is a road crossing, sometimes they have spotters that like hold off traffic and stuff.
Yeah.
So let's just build it to where it's like they have an ability to keep speed through. So we'll probably end up stacking a little small berm back there so they can keep their speed through. But for now, I want to see the distance on the land ramp. So from up there to here, I think they're going to have some pretty decent speed. We want to be longer than a bike length. The bike length measuring tool is the tracks.
Okay.
So a typical trail bike for this type of trail is the length of your tracks.
Okay.
You can't measure that because you can't get the machine here, but you can eyeball it.
Yeah,
Usually, if you eyeball it, it's typically within like 80 to 95% of correct.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
and we can adjust it while we build. And if we test and tune with the bike, then we can know to like push it in a little bit more.
Okay.
But I'm assuming that land ramp, if you start it right here, you don't have to add dirt back.
No, yeah.
He did say we can have gap jumps on this. This is going to be the only gap jump on the entire trail because we have this right around here.
Let's go.
And I will say this is the type of feature, the way that you're building it, if you're a rookie, you're not going to go for it.
Okay.
Like, your eyes are going to, because your eyes are already directed this way, this is where it's like, the guy wants a gap jump on the trail. He's already stated it several times. I told him, I backed him down from several opportunities of it. This is the grand finale. We're at the last 50 feet of the trail. Let's give him something cool. We have a field goal feature through the trees there, and we got this gap jump. So
okay, awesome.
I think stacking a land ramp right here, leaving all this natural.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be cool. Because
don't put no dirt there.
No dirt here. Just start the dirt mound here.
Okay.
And you're going to be about that high. Rake all this stuff back because you don't want to just stack dirt on top of that leaves and dust matter.
Okay.
What you're going to do with that is pull it to the side to where you can push it back up to that cap dirt.
Okay.
Because that's what's going to pad your side and cause for vegetation growth. So like essentially, you don't want just a sheer side on that dirt that nothing's going to grow on. The further or the more relaxed the angle off of your feature is, built up with duck material or soil actual soil that vegetation grows in, that causes those features to not erode as fast.
All right, my friends, I think I have finished this part. I might have to add a little bit more dirt right here. I'm not quite sure yet, but it's a little gap jump that I have created. Let's go across right here so you can see the actual gap. It's about gonna be 8 foot, like he said. It's from right here at this tree, you launch off the tree, and then you go to right here, to this jump. And he's gonna smooth it all out and fix it all up. But I've already named it. This is my feature. This is my like jump gap. Like he was saying, many trail builders don't even get a chance to build these things. I've named it the Tiffy Tumbler. The Tiffy Tumbler is what this one is, because it's named after my wife. I love my wife. It's my first feature that I get to name, basically, and yeah, that's the first thing that popped in my head. I came up with the Tiffy, and he said the Tumbler, and I was like, the Tiffy Tumbler. Yeah, Tiffy Tumbler, perfect. He's gonna get this all smoothed out so then we can actually see how the feature works and looks and everything like that. Clay is right now working on a jump feature that goes through the trees right there. It's a field goal jump, basically, is what he called it. And I don't know what he'll name this, but as you can see, it already has like a little decline that you can pump into, and then you can hit the jump and go up and over through the thing. Okay, now he's waving with the bucket, the InchCon bucket. Even at work, I eat like a backpacker. We got 2 lemon pepper tunas down in there with some grilled cheese crackers and the cheddar and sour cream chips just crushed up, and I'm gonna mix it all up. And that's gonna be lunch for me. Now we're gonna be putting some more dirt on here to help Clay out, because his bucket is an InchCon bucket that's smooth, so it's a little bit harder to get into the ground. I have the teeth on it so I can dig down into the ground more. I'm gonna add more and more dirt onto this jump feature that he has right here, the field goal jump feature. It's through the trees. It's gonna be a cool little addition for people to get better as they get more experience and everything on this green trail. All right, my friends. Well, we're almost done with the trail. We got a couple more things to work on tomorrow, and then I think Thursday we'll be riding the actual trail. Good morning, my friends. Oh, last night was an amazing night. I got to stay at a hotel. Went to the hotel gym, everything. I didn't film. I was so tired, and then I worked out and almost got sick and threw up everywhere. But anyways, that's not for this video. I'm not gonna talk about what my life was like at a hotel. We're almost done with the trail. Today is the last day. Clay's over there finishing up one little spot, digging the trail out. I've already done a bunch of the rock feature and everything that I was talking to you about earlier in the video, but I'm gonna walk through with the blower here, and I'm gonna naturalize the whole area more. Not this area, I'm just looking at an example really. But I'm gonna naturalize the whole area, and then we even drug rocks out of the woods yesterday. And we placed one rock over the tree gap, the Tiffy Tumbler right there. We have the trail right here. We got a little roller, a pump roller that goes into a nice tree gap right there, the field goal gap. Very awesome, very cool. We also have all these rocks that we, like I said, pulled out of the woods yesterday and placed in places and just made it aesthetically pleasing, you know what I'm saying? Naturalizing an area, it means like just blowing the straw, leaves, what have you, back over all the like pits that you created, all the unnatural things that you dug up and everything like that, to cover it up, to make it look like it's a part of nature, you know what I'm saying? To cover it up, to make it look like it's a part of nature. The ultimate goal is to make it seem like this trail just popped up out of nowhere, like, wow, this trail's just here. So we're gonna get this blower going and get started. It's a skunk. It's a little baby. All right, so we got Clay in the InchCon machine. He's smoothing out this jump that we're going to be making. That's a jump gap, rock gap, into the roller that's right here. And we're going to add a couple more like little bitty lines that's right through here. We have some big rock over there to be able to move. And we just went through and cleared out a bunch of these tree limbs and everything, opened up the trail just a little bit more so people ain't knocking their noggins, you know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to get their tater cooked by a freaking limb, you know what I'm saying? So always wear your helmet as well. Yesterday, I dug a 9-foot hole with the 30G John Deere and piled all of that right here. Filled up for that hole, the borrow pit. Now we're putting the finishing touches on it and we'll be done today. Also the rock armoring. He went through today and put this little bitty wall right here of rock armor. And then I went through yesterday and added all of this rock down in here and some rock over here with the drainage as well. It's turning out very nice and beautiful over in this area. This is just like the finishing touch. This is the finishing part of the whole trail. It's a whole mile-long trail. It's in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. If you would like to check it out, please come down here, experience the beautiful trail that we have created. So yeah, I'll just keep y'all up to date. My memory card's about to be out, so I can't just stay on the camera too much longer.
Just go ahead and cut that because I want to stuff a rock in between it just to anchor that rock in a little bit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm probably going to take this slab up and use that slab at the bottom since it's our biggest slab we have.
Okay.
And then we'll just like, when I get that boulder here,
Yeah.
we'll use that at the bottom and we'll just do, I'll show you how to do an abutment bridge.
Yeah.
You take 2 stones, you stick them in where water can still get in between them.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you put your capstone on top of that.
Yeah.
So that's an abutment bridge. And you build it.
So you put the stone and then you put your big stone on top.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
So we'll do that, and then I'm gonna try to keep this because I really like your artwork here.
All right.
Like it's a good drain too. So I want to try to keep that as much as possible. But what I will do is try to like there.
That piece right there, definitely.
Yeah, the bigger piece.
Yeah. Everything's pretty much cleaned up through here now. Now I just got to get this shaped and added the little bits and pieces that's the final touches of this, and we'll be done.
See this how it is? Pile of dirt around it. Stabby, stabby. Big piece.
Dirt. Clay just got this beautiful curved rock right here. It's gonna swoop down perfectly right here for the little jump feature that we have, or big jump feature in my mind. He's taking out these roots and such right now so then he can twist this around. And then it will be the perfect concave into this little roller right here. And it will just be a little separate feature for people that's more advanced or wanting to get better at mountain biking. Y'all will have this as well. Oh yeah, that's a beautiful rock right there that he found. He dug it way out there in the middle of the creek. Well, Clay, we're at the end of the job.
Yeah, dude.
Beautiful trail, beautiful feature.
Yeah,
we finally finished.
What a way to set the build off with a really cool rock roll here.
Yeah. See, as you can see, we got the rocks all layered perfectly to roll straight back into another roller. It's a double roller right here. That's beautiful. And then you got a big gap right here as well. If you would like to come hit this, please be my guest. Just don't send us no emergency medical bills. Jump at your own risk.
Jump at your own risk.
But yeah, this is it right here. We did it. So, until the next adventure, my friends, I will see y'all in the next one.